Hi everybody, Cheryl Knowlton coming at you with your dynamite idea for the day. My idea for you today is this. Have you ever gone into a situation thinking that you knew exactly what was going on when in fact you did not have it right at all? That actually happened to me when I was really little. I was 5 years old. My mom had passed away earlier that year, and my dad set out to give me the Christmas to remember. As an only child, that was kind of a momentous and a hallmark year for our family, and he really wanted it to be great. So he set out to create this amazing Christmas with all the gifts and everything, and our front door was over here. And he told me on Christmas Eve, Santa's not gonna come unless you are in bed sound asleep. So I went to bed and I was so excited. It was the first Christmas that I could remember, like all of everything. And I heard something in the living room. And so I did what you're not supposed to do, and I got out of bed and I tiptoed down the hall and I peeked around the corner and I saw him. I saw Santa Claus filling my stocking that was hanging on the front doorknob. And I was so scared that he was gonna see me that I ran back to bed and pulled the covers up over my head and tried so hard to sleep. But I was so excited. I had actually seen Santa Claus. It was like one of the defining moments of my life. Fast forward to a few weeks later on the playground, I overheard some kids talking, and there was a boy who was trying to tell this whole group of kids that Santa Claus was not real. And I marched up to that situation and I looked at him and I said, "What did you just say?" And he said, "Santa Claus is not real." And I said, "You are a moron. I have seen Santa Claus in my own house. You don't know what you're talking about." And all the kids were like, "Wow," and thought I was the coolest thing ever. And I was deadly serious. I knew it was real because I had seen him with my own eyes in my own living room. So let me ask you, have you ever had a situation where you absolutely dead set knew something and you marched in there with conviction and it wasn't quite exactly the way you thought it was? Sometimes we need to challenge the things that we think we know for sure. My dad also taught me that a few years later. He always used to ask our family cat, "Sarah Jane, what do you know for sure?" I ask myself that almost every single day. What do I know for sure? Sometimes we need to test the things that we think we know about the real estate business or even about our lives and make sure that we have the accurate paradigm about the situation before we go guns blazing. That is my thought for you for the day, and we'll see you next time.